I want to shift the focus a little to performance enhancement drugs because you kind of were a victim of those in the sense that earlier in your career you lost the fight against Orlando Salido. He dominated most of that fight, but he was later stripped of the title after testing positive for steroids. That changed the result of that 12-round no decision. But how did you feel that Salido was on steroids once you found out?
Felt violated. Felt like it felt like my whole, everything I worked for was just stolen. Being in the ring with Orlando Salido, I mean, I hit him with unbelievable shots that would have probably knocked anybody else out.
Okay.
And he just kept coming.
So you're wondering, wow.
Yeah. So I was in shock. Like, wow, I can't believe how strong this guy is. And I still stuck it out the 12 rounds and gave it my all. Went head up with him, but at the end of the day, they gave him the decision, and I was just, hey, you know what? I take my hat off to this guy. He came to fight. He's very strong. It was unbelievable.
So you had no inkling of an idea that he was on?
I was just, giving credit where it was due.
Okay.
And it was unbelievable. But, from just the body work I did, he ended up urinating blood, and that's how they tested positive, because we have two tests we take. We take a test before we go out and a test right after the fight. So the first one he passed, but the second one he didn't because of the blood in his urine. So I just thank God that I went to his body and busted it up a bit.
But the thing about boxing is it's not like cycling in the sense that when you go against someone who is on steroids, they're taking shots to your head, and they could do serious damage to you that could have an impact on you for the rest of your career. One blow could end your career. Do you feel that at some point you should be able to sue people for any damage that they could cause?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. If someone's getting injured, and there's any long-term damage, I think there should be, lawsuits or you should be able to get compensated for that. Like you said, I mean, we're in the sport to do damage, to hurt somebody. And every time you step in that ring, you put your life on the line. Whether you're fighting a guy that's not on steroids or on steroids, just you're already getting in there with a loaded gun, and now you're just playing Russian roulette with it when you get a guy in there that's on steroids.
How does it make you feel when you see someone like a Tommy Hearns or a Muhammad Ali, people who have clearly been affected over the years by the blows that they've taken to the head?
It makes you feel sad. One time these were great fighters that everybody looked up to and loved to watch, and it's unfortunate that some of these fighters they don't know when enough's enough.
So that's it? You think they don't quit early enough?
I just feel a lot of times they don't. They just stick around too long, more than they have to, and when I see fighters like that's when I it makes me think like, hey, you know what? I got to know when to pull back and just say, hey, okay, I've had enough. A lot of people don't realize how hard it is to get there, and when they do get there, it's nice. It's nice, and you just got to know how to handle it and remember how hard it took you to get there and how much money it took to get there. Definitely, I'll be open to fighting, Manny, Marquez. There's so many fighters out there you want to fight. The one thing coming into this sport is you want to fight the best fighters out there.